morning at Tzu Chi University in Taiwan organized a joint memorial service for 8 silent mentors. The 2015 graduates at Tzu Chi College of Technology returned to Jing Si Abode to remember their roots. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Helen Liao. Thank you for joining us. At the end of May, Tzu Chi conducted a large-scale free clinic for residents of Hambantota, Sri Lanka. Dr. Sugat, who first came into contact with Tzu Chi in the aftermath of the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami, was among the volunteers helping out at the free clinic. An active participant at Tzu Chi's free clinics, Dr. Sugat especially set aside 5 days from his own schedule to volunteer at this most recent free clinic. Meanwhile, Tzu Chi, who was once a care recipient, has been a volunteer for 5 years now. This time around, she was tasked with preparing lunch for clinic participants and volunteers. Let's take a look.
Tzu Chi lives in a simple brick house that she spends her days cleaning and maintaining. Although her life was uprooted by the 2004 Indian Ocean earthquake and tsunami and later suffered a bone fracture in 2012, Tzu Chi chooses to embrace life and live positively.
After Tzu Chi came to our rescue in the aftermath of the 2004 tsunami, I witnessed the love and compassion of the volunteers. During the most difficult time in my life, I received so much love and care, which is why I want to be a volunteer. I want to give back to the community as well as to Tzu Chi.
The Tzu Chi Hambantota Liaison Office is where Tzu Chi goes to every day, making sure that the building is clean and filled with fresh and hot food. On this day, lunch is particularly extravagant, with 6 dishes, enough to feed the 200 residents attending Tzu Chi's free clinic. Similarly, another volunteer, Dr. Sugat, also became involved with Tzu Chi following the 2004 tsunami. Not only does he set aside 4 hours every month to volunteer at the Tzu Chi Free Clinic Center, this time around he also took 5 days out of his busy schedule to help out at the large-scale free clinic at the Tzu Chi National High School. Dr. Sugat also invited his colleagues, students, and wife to join the free clinic to help spread joy and relief to the 3,900 people seeking medical attention.
Recently, the second simulation surgery course of 2015, organized by the Tzu Chi University in Hualien, Taiwan, successfully concluded. Over the course of 4 days, 29 medical students not only brushed up their medical skills, but also learned valuable lessons from the 8 silent mentors hosting the class. On June 8th, a joint memorial service was held where medical students and family members of the silent mentors said their final goodbyes to these teachers who taught in silence. After taking part in a 4-day simulation surgery course organized by the Tzu Chi University in Hualien, Taiwan, medical students expressed their deepest gratitude to the silent mentors through a song. From conducting home visitations to performing surgical simulations, these future doctors have gained a better understanding of the responsibilities of a doctor.
In the future, when I have to conduct a surgery, I won't be as nervous as before, because this course has boosted my confidence.
I will definitely put the skills and knowledge I have learned throughout the course into practice. I won't let my mentors down.
Silent mentors inspire students to respect lives and to utilize their skills to benefit others. Silent mentor Liu Shouzhi, who was a kind and responsible nurse, dedicated her life to doing good deeds. To benefit medical science, Liu decided to donate her body.
Please remember to uphold the highest standards of medical ethics when conducting medical practice.
With medical students by their side, family members of all 8 silent mentors say their final farewells to their loved ones at the joint memorial service. Before her passing, 85-year-old Ling Song Gui Yingmei devoted herself to Tzu Chi's recycling and medical missions. As Ling Song herself battled with illness during the last days of her life, she knew the importance of having qualified doctors. Ling Song donated her body in hopes of nurturing even more doctors.
Although I cannot bear the fact that my mother is no longer around, I so hope that she can continue to do things that she loves to do in another world. I know she will come back to us soon and once again become Master Zhen Yan's disciple.
I have not only gained valuable skills, but also learned to live life to the fullest. These silent mentors sacrificed so much of themselves to benefit us. Their dedication is truly admirable.
With the love and blessings from the silent mentors, these 29 medical students now have the strength to face future challenges with courage. Dr.黄胜雄, a former medical advisor to former U.S. President Ronald Reagan, returned to Taiwan to shoulder the responsibility of helping the disadvantaged in Hualien County. Having spent the last 2 decades of his life serving the community, he's finally retiring at the end of this month and will head back to the States. Although he's leaving, his love and care will remain with all those whose lives he has touched in Taiwan.
This is a video of some 20 years of good work that Dr. Huang Shengxiong has invested to safeguard the residents of Taiwan's rear mountain, as Eastern Taiwan is known. In 1993, the then 55-year-old Dr. Huang returned to Taiwan to practice medicine, despite his prestigious position as a brain surgeon in the United States.
22 years ago, I felt that if I didn't return to Taiwan, in the end, I would just be living a frivolous life and not really add anything to my spirituality.
Formerly a medical advisor to the 40th U.S. President Ronald Reagan, Dr. Huang has dedicated his life to saving countless lives in the remote Hualien County. Sustained by his faith, Dr. Huang also donates 2/3 of his salary to charity.
We thank him from the bottom of our hearts. This isn't something that only this generation or the next generation will know. It has become a part of Hualien's history. We want him to know that his sacrifice, his selfless giving, isn't for naught.
I have reaped the most benefits. The thing I treasure most is the love that Hualien has shown me.
Having spent over 8,000 days in Taiwan, Dr. Huang has penned his life down in a book, which not only serves as an inspirational story, but also a model for other doctors to follow in the years to come.
Recently, more than 800 people, including Dharma masters and Tzu Chi volunteers, gathered at福严Abode in Hsinchu to commemorate the 10th anniversary of Venerable Dharma Master Ying Shun's passing and pay their respect to the monk who brought forth the idea of humanistic Buddhism.
800 people came together to commemorate the 10th anniversary of Venerable Dharma Master Ying Shun's passing.
Dharma Master Ying Shun preached Buddhist teachings for more than 70 years. Besides studying sutras, he engaged with the world around him. Dharma Master Ying Shun understood people's suffering. If the Buddha's teachings and spirit can spread far and wide, that is a blessing for all.
Venerable Master Ying Shun dedicated his life to Buddhism and the practice of Buddhist principles in daily life. His publications total some 7 million words, and his works are some of the best known in the field of modern Buddhism.
佛法的才世界的话，要有人去弘扬，有人去信仰，有人去修行，好好的去做。
Participants offer flowers to pay their respects to Master Ying Shun at the Fuhui Pagoda where his sarira is being kept.
People support his view. Therefore, his works have been published in China for many years.
We hope Venerable Dharma Master Ying Shun will return to this world to continue his vow to teach and enlighten all beings.
As people commemorate the passing of Master Ying Shun, his legacy of humanistic Buddhism continues to revitalize Buddhism both in Taiwan and around the world.
On the eve of a graduation ceremony for Tzu Chi College of Technology students, graduates and their elder parents returned to Hualien's Jing Si Abode to remember their roots and all the love they have received from Tzu Chi throughout their school years.
Presenting a sign language performance to Master Zhen, graduates of the Tzu Chi College of Technology encouraged one another to turn worries into motivation instead. The day before graduation, graduates of TCCN, along with their Ida parents, visited the Jing Si Abode to remember their roots and learn more on how Tzu Chi's love in society began.
In the past 5 years, we have received plenty of love from others. It has helped us to understand how to love others and to help others who may need our love.
In Tzu Chi schools, Ida parents play an important role in the lives of students. Once a month, they meet and bond just like a family does. The use of communication books also helps keep the line of communication open.
Sometimes when I'm suffering inside, I don't express it to those around me, but I can write down my feelings in my communication books, and the Ida mothers can then give me advice in return.
Although we are far away from our families, with our Ida parents, our path towards education has been much smoother.
At the end of the trip, Dharma masters gift the graduates with a book on finding answers to life's questions, in hopes these students will find their way in life despite the obstacles they may encounter.
Staying in Taiwan, we take a look at how Tzu Chi volunteers in Taiwan care for the less fortunate across the country.
Tzu Chi volunteers traveled half an hour from Keelung to Wanli to visit their care recipients. Not only bringing fruit with them, volunteers also brought vegetables.
He can't eat soy items. Mushroom types are fine, but he can't eat too much of it because it has polysaccharides in it. So each visit we will bring a wide variety of vegetables and fruits for him to eat.
Because of his eating habits for the past decade or so, Mr. Jin now suffers from gout, which has covered his body with tophi as a result of his high levels of uric acid.
I was stupid in the past. I thought since I fished for a living, I didn't have to spend money on buying food. So I did just eat fish for every meal. I tell you, it is karmic retribution.
We visited him on a daily basis to see if he was feeling better. If his friends came to visit, I tell him don't visit him with alcohol. His life is already in disrepair. Don't make it worse by drinking alcohol with him.
In the past 5 years of care, volunteers have not only helped Mr. Jin walk past the shadows of despair, but in February of this year, they also helped him successfully apply for low-income subsidy from the government.
I could take Tzu Chi's financial aid and the government subsidy too. This way my life would be good, but rightfully I can't do that. Tzu Chi has helped me and I need to be grateful for that. I told the sisters, when my government subsidy is approved, I don't need Tzu Chi's monetary help. Please take it to help others in need. Also, I want to donate 500 NT a month.
Meanwhile, in Hualien County, a group of volunteers is helping to clean up a senior's home. Among the helpers is Mr. He, who is a former inmate.
I'm just here to help in any way I can.
The recipient they are helping is 71-year-old Mr. Peng, who is a deaf mute. After the passing of his older brother, Mr. Peng lived alone in Fenglin. Recently, Tzu Chi volunteers from Hualien came to offer a hand.
We saw that his home was really messy. After getting his permission, we asked a few brothers and sisters to come help him clean up his place.
During the cleanup, volunteers found many hidden treasures. As it turns out, the senior used to draw billboards for movie cinemas for a living. However, as his eyesight deteriorated with age, so did his means of income.
He also suffers from some aging-related illnesses, like mobility issues. Seeing so many people here today to help him clean up and give his home a new look, I'm sure this gesture will help improve his quality of life in the days ahead.
Now that his home is clean once more, Mr. Peng smiles as he follows along with the volunteers in signing a Tzu Chi song. Now with the volunteers by his side, Mr. Peng will no longer be alone in the days to come.
Tzu Chi volunteers in central Taiwan recently conducted their monthly visits of care recipients. During the visits, they offered words of encouragement to a handicapped woman and comforted a patient who has to care for her ill son. Let's take a look.
Bringing peace charms, red envelopes of blessing and wisdom, and snacks, Tzu Chi volunteers have come to wish this care recipient a speedy recovery.
When I was desperate for help, Tzu Chi volunteers came. When my son's health was really bad, they also came. Tzu Chi volunteers are the ones I rely on the most.
May he recover soon. All of us at Tzu Chi wish him the best. We hope his mother won't have to worry so much.
Tzu Chi volunteers also regularly visit Miss Wu and her son. Although Miss Wu suffers from poor health, she still has to care for her son, who is a cancer patient.
This is consolation cash for you to buy nutritional supplements for your son.
You help pay for my rent and my son's nutritional supplements. You've helped us a lot.
Next, the volunteers visited Mr. Zhen with scissors to give him a haircut. And then they stopped by to say hello to Miss Xu, who was left handicapped following a car accident.
One of my feet is 5 to 6 centimeters shorter than the other one.
Listening to Miss Xu, Tzu Chi volunteers were delighted to see her becoming more optimistic.
I let her cry on my shoulder when I go visit her. Crying is a way for her to release her frustrations.
As Tzu Chi volunteers carry out their charity work, they're also creating ripples of love in the often neglected corners of society.
On April 25, 2015, a 7.8 magnitude quake rocked Nepal, killing over 8,000 people and displacing tens of thousands more. The Tzu Chi Foundation in Taiwan immediately responded by organizing its volunteers across Southeast Asia to come to Nepal's aid, while the rest of its worldwide volunteers did what they could to canvass for donations. Here's more.
Nepal is the only country in the world that has made Hinduism its national religion, and thus its national flag includes 2 triangles which represent the Hindu gods. The moon on the flag symbolizes peace, while the sun symbolizes light. The color red is Nepal's national color, while the blue border represents the sea and sky. After the earthquake, thousands of survivors were left with nothing and were forced to reside in cramped tents. The Tzu Chi Foundation has held 4 large-scale distributions since the disaster and provided over 7,000 families with aid. DaAi TV's reporters were there to document all they saw.
站在制高点往下看，慈济在尼泊尔的第一场以工代赈，这间寺院的墙壁出现了巨大的裂缝。
我现在正要走进去的这个帐篷，则是来自台湾红十字会的爱心。Namaste。
Tzu Chi also continues to dispatch near disaster relief and medical teams to help Nepal.
师姐，我们不需要电风扇，不用电风扇。
The venue of our free clinic looked like a construction yard. The pharmacy was set up using our Jing Si portable beds. We had no pharmacists with us, so we doctors had to do everything.
这个4颗，一天4颗。Namaste。
Today, I'm taking on the role of a pharmacist.
本来以为这个药是。
I thought the job of being a pharmacist would be easy, but after a day's work, my legs were worn out.
Thank you for helping us. Thank you, Tzu Chi Foundation.
大家好，我们是台湾团队，加油！阿伯克巴，我们是马来西亚团队。阿伯克巴，kami Tzu Chi Indonesia. Yes. Namaste. We are Nepali volunteers. Jai Nepal.
The first day that I met all of you, I really had no idea what you all do and why you were here. I knew absolutely nothing. I only knew that we needed to transform our small love into great love.
We are Tzu Chi volunteers. We are Tzu Chi volunteers. Thank you.
Sacred ground and the location of Nepal's largest stupa features two eyes which represent the Buddha looking at the world, while the nose, drawn in the shape of the Nepali number 1, symbolizes the unity of all life.
A handover ceremonies was held at the Jing Si Abode in Taipei, where Tzu Chi alumni passed down new uniforms to Tzu Chis, which represents the passing down of the baton.
At the ceremony held at the Jing Si Hall, Tzu Chi fathers and either mothers pass on the lamps of the heart to Tzu Chi alumni before the lamps are handed to newly joined Tzu Chis. In a handover ceremony, the seniors handed their uniforms to their younger counterparts, which represents a passing down of responsibilities.
I will accompany other Tzu Chi officers or other Tzu Chis and encourage them to do what is right.
I think we should be mindful in caring for others. Many people might be afraid to take on and shoulder responsibilities like I did. It's important to accompany them along this journey.
Tzu Chis in Northern District hosted the event to pass on responsibilities from one generation to the next.
Through participating in Tzu Chi activities, I witnessed other people's suffering and found my calling.
As Tzu Chis serve the needy under the guidance of Tzu Chi volunteers, these college students are also learning precious lessons about life.
We go to Texas, the United States, at the end of the show, where Tzu Chi University of Texas at Austin offered their assistance at a relief distribution organized by the Tzu Chi Austin Liaison Office on behalf of those affected by last month's deadly floods. We'll leave you with these images. Thank you for watching DaAi Headlines. Goodbye.